Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Young Rock Season 2 Episode 8 entitled Corpus Christi. And the official synopsis of Episode 8 is: Texas, 1996. Dwayne's first match will be for the WWF. After meeting legends and future legends backstage, he soon discovers there's more to the match than just the moves. He needs to get a hostile audience to care. And before I give up my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch this video and keep going on with your night. I found episode 8 to be a pretty good episode for this season, as we finally get to see Dwayne trying out for the WWF, and he's just, the first match, not perfect, but he got the job done. I felt like the plot for this episode, it was an interesting and somewhat funny plot, with Dwayne in 2032 sick and him and Randall trying to figure things out, with Dwayne telling his story in 1996. Dwayne trying out for the WWF, with him meeting all of the legends from The Undertaker, Triple H, Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, before he was known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Ringmaster. I felt like the plot for this episode was an interesting and just a unique plot, because Dwayne finds out that people don't care that it's your debut. They're going to boo you, they're going to cheer you if they like you or not. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to show him at his time while he was at Memphis at Jerry the King's Lawler's promotion. Because I think with what's going to happen by the end of this season, I think they're going to show him making his eventual debut as Rocky Maivia at Madison Square Garden. And so, yeah, I think the actor choices when it came to the legends from Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Bruce Pritchard, the Iron Sheik, and everybody else, honestly, it wasn't bad. Although I do think it could have been a little bit better when it came with how some of these characters looked and everything. But of course, it's not going to be perfect because they're telling a real story. So who cares? I found some of the characters' interactions to be a little bit interesting. I think Randall Park, he is a underrated character in this TV show, with him and Dwayne's relationship, with him trying to help out Dwayne when it comes to many situations. I think those two have an interesting duo of a relationship, and with him trying to bring up his own story, bring up his own flashback in this episode, it was interesting. I really would not mind seeing some brief flashbacks of Randall Park's life as well, with him telling his own stories about his personal life in a way. But I felt like episode 8, it was a pretty good episode. This TV show to me is a pretty easy TV show to watch, because it's The Rock's life, telling his own personal story about what happened. And I would say my predictions of what's to probably come for the remainder of the season is that I still think that Julian is still going to cause more of a mayhem, with 2 days of the election left before it's time. I think that Julian may have something up his sleeve to cause The Rock to lose this election potentially. And The Rock making his WWF debut, I'm curious to see if they're going to show his time in Memphis and also just show his eventual debut, of course. But the plot was good. The acting, the performances was good as always. How they did the legends, they were not bad. So yeah, out of all, I felt like this was a pretty good episode. And honestly, I can't wait to see what is going to happen next with this show in this season. But as always, I would say just thank you for watching, and until next time, see you later.